Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to Street Champs. Quick shout out to our sponsors, Rocky Mountain Blaze and Big Bear Wine and Liquors. Mention Street Champs at Rocky Mountain Blaze and get 5% off your entire order. Yeah. All right. Today I'm in here with Jordan and Sara from JSB Cinema. How you guys doing today?
Doing good.
Hell yeah.
Thanks for having us, man.
Hell yeah.
Dang.
Excited to have you guys.
I thought there was going to be like an audience like cheering after that. Yeah. Like, that was sick, dude. You got that sponsorship thing down.
Yeah.
Sometimes I still fuck it up like that.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I have to do it like 2 or 3 times, but
that was cool.
First time.
Yeah, sounded good.
You know, it's lots of practice. Shout out to Big Bear and Rocky Mountain Blaze. Mad love. But
awesome.
Anyway, today I'm also in here with Daniel Ridgeway.
What's good?
Hell yeah. All right. So will you guys just tell the people a little bit about yourselves before we get into the meat and potatoes, you know?
Ooh, the meat and potatoes.
Yeah.
We're JSB Cinema. My name's Jordan.
I'm Sara.
And JSB Cinema just is literally our names, Jordan, Sara, Borrego, Cinema. So we're videographers in Pueblo. And just having a good time. Filming anything and everything, you know.
Hell yeah.
Whatever's down, you know, just go for it.
Nice. How long have you guys been operating?
How is it?
Well, we have like
2019?
our little logo and it says 2019 on there.
Yeah.
That's pretty much when we took our first like business gig. And it was like the smallest thing. It was like the old job I used to work at. And they knew Jordan had a drone. They're like, hey, can you like do a drone thing for the dealership? And I'm like, yeah, I'll ask him. And I'm like, hey, you really have to do it. Like, we should make our first little like business video. So we say 2019 because that was our first like paid gig.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, it was like the smallest thing ever.
Oh,
but
it's not a lie.
yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
That's right. So, and we would mostly like, other than that one, we would like still make videos of like us going on travel adventures and just like random stuff. I don't know.
like
It was more
vlogs?
just, like,
okay.
Sort of,
Yeah.
not even that, but
Oh, no.
kind of, yeah.
Kind of
Yeah,
like
kind of
cinematic vlogs? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we weren't like, you know, like talking to the camera
Oh,
all that
no?
much or anything, but like it would be, if we went on a hike, you know, I'd get some cool shots and stuff
Nice.
like that. So we
Yeah.
started just doing that. And then someone actually asked us if we could do their wedding. We're like, well, we use GoPros, so I can't like, really film your wedding with a GoPro, but that's kind of how it started.
Yeah, exactly.
Were they down?
Well, we never told them that. We're like, yeah, like we'd like to, like we'll get back to you, you know, and then we started buying equipment.
Oh,
after
nice.
that, yeah.
They kind of planted the seed in a
Yeah.
way.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. Yeah, it was just kind of, you know, we talked it out and we're like, well, we can't just show up to a wedding with GoPros. I mean, I guess you could, like, no hate if you do, but we just, to be comfortable creating
With the chest
it.
plate?
Yeah,
The
literally.
chest plate?
Dude, I have that too. Like, but no, we got it one camera. We didn't charge them or anything. We're like, hey, we'll just do it for free. And then we did that wedding and then we did another wedding. And after that, it was like, dude, we love doing this. It was like so cool. So,
Nice.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, weddings are cool. Do you get all emotional every time still?
You know, like a little
We're
bit.
actually just talking about this.
Yeah.
So when we first started doing weddings, like I would get choked up like every time. Like the first like several weddings, I'd be like, "Oh, this is so cute," and I'd be like filming, like sniffling. But kind of now that we've done it so much, I feel like I don't pay attention to like the actual like.
You're more like in the zone.
Yeah, I'm like really in the zone, like trying to focus in on like I'm not like attending the wedding. I'm like there to work. So. But every so often, yeah, it's like a really cute thing. I'm like a sucker for the weddings because it's like romantic and cute.
Yeah, we love just like we want to fit right in with like the bride and groom, their bridal parties, be a fly on the wall, get all the stuff. But I always tell the bride and groom like we're gonna get everything, but the one thing I need, the only thing, is just like a really good piece of cake. Like I love the wedding cake. Like
Nice.
like that's like the highlight. Like, I mean, and I tell them, I'm like, of course, you know, you guys get married. That's awesome. But I need that cake. So,
That's what this is all really about.
that's what it's all about. It was just a big elaborate scheme to get really good dessert.
So for the people that don't know, you guys are married, right?
Yes.
Sure. How long have you guys been married?
4 years almost?
Yeah.
Or no.
It'll be 5 years.
Yeah,
this year.
5 years this
Yeah.
year.
You better know that. That's gonna.
Yeah.
You better remember that.
Dude, I know. We were talking about it earlier, and like I literally the same thing. I'm like, wait, how long?
But you guys have been together for like a long time, right?
Yeah, we've been together for about 11 years.
11 years. How old are you
Yeah.
guys?
I'm 28.
Yep, I'm 27, and yeah, dang, 11 years. It's crazy. Just like went by like that. It's
Wow.
nuts.
Are you guys from Pueblo? Where'd you guys go to high school?
We both went to South.
Yeah.
Nice.
Band nerds.
Band nerds, both of you guys?
Yeah, that's how we
Okay.
met.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What'd you guys play?
Oh shit.
I play well. So I wanted to be cool, so I like played drums.
Wanted to be. You are cool.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, thank
Success.
Yeah.
you. 10 years later, worth it.
Yeah.
No. But yeah, so snare drum and like drum set and stuff. Like I
Nice.
love playing drums. It's,
Like what genre did you like to play like on the drum set?
well, so for school, like all we really could do for drum set was like jazz. So you had to learn that, and I love that still to this day. But I mean, just recreationally, like literally anything, like rock. I try to do like heavy metal, like double bass pedal stuff,
shit.
but it's I'm most comfortable in like just like rock beats and stuff.
Oh nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And
I
you?
played clarinet. And I also
Somehow I
played-
guessed. I should have
Yeah.
said it out loud.
You should
Yeah.
have.
Yeah, I played clarinet and guitar. I did a little bit of guitar in jazz band, and I also played in a mariachi band.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
She played in front of Obama.
I did.
What?
Oh, wow.
For
Yeah.
mariachi?
Yeah,
Yep.
because
Oh.
he came to Pueblo, and I don't know, what was it 2008?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm
I didn't
not
know her
sure.
yet.
But he did like a big rally here in Pueblo, and we performed there, so it was cool.
Wow, did you meet him?
No, we didn't get to meet him. No.
Dang. But you saw him.
Yeah, we saw him.
Is he pretty tall?
Yeah, he is tall.
Wow.
It was
Yeah.
cool. It was a cool thing.
That's awesome. You know, he's my forever president.
Yeah.
Right. He's still president, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn, dude. Don't even get into politics. Right? We're all like, yeah. But
No.
yeah. Anyway, so
No, shout out Trump for sure.
Yeah.
I was getting-
shout out
Yeah.
Biden, Trump,
Yeah.
everybody. Come to the podcast.
Exactly.
And Clinton.
Yeah.
Clinton all day.
For sure. Anyway, so Bernie Sanders. You know,
Oh yeah. So yeah. What,
Yeah. So you guys grew up together. You guys grew up here. So growing up, like, what were you like as a kid? I feel like you're pretty talkative and you're kind of quiet. Were you guys like always like that, like
Yeah.
growing up?
I was always quiet and shy, yeah.
For sure. Give us like a story that describes you like as a kid.
I don't know. I was just, well, I'm an only child. So I don't know if that has to do with like part of my like being quiet and like to myself, but I was always like with cousins and stuff, and people will ask me like, what's it like being an only child? I'm like, I don't know any different. So like, I don't know.
Like,
Yeah.
It's cool. Like, but I grew up with like a lot of cousins that I was close to. But let's see, a story. I don't know. I just like, again, with my cousins, we'd always like get together and like have little sleepovers and stuff. And I was the one that was always just like, I never wanted to like spend the night anywhere. Like, I'm very like introverted even then. Like, I'd be like, all right, guys, like I'm ready to go. Or
My mom said
whatever.
no.
Yeah, exactly. It was like kind of that kid, like, okay, I guess I gotta go now. Like, so.
Yeah, but when I met her, like, she was like, I don't know, like you've always been to yourself, but like the very first time we actually talked, like she ran up to me and gave me a hug in the band room, and like the rest is history. Like, I was just
shit.
like, oh damn, maybe she likes me.
You hugged him the first time you met him.
Not the well.
Oh.
Well, we like knew each other
Yeah.
because we were in class together, you know. But like, we also worked together. We worked at Little Caesars.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Oh
dang.
shit! I worked
Yeah.
at Little Caesars too.
No
Did
wait.
you ever
Wow.
work
Southside?
at
Oh my
Little
gosh.
Caesars?
Yeah.
I
Shout
also
out.
worked at Little Caesars.
No, he didn't.
I didn't.
He's
Oh man.
Domino's till I die.
Yeah. Well, still pizza, so
I
that
feel
kind of
like everyone
counts.
does like some sort of pizza.
You said
That's rite of
Southside.
passage. No, I worked in the county first,
Oh, okay.
and then I
Okay.
worked what's it called on the north side.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's dope. That's
Yeah.
dope. I started as a sign shaker outside.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Yep, 14 years old. Yeah.
Oh wow!
That's-
At
that's very
14,
young.
that's like
Well, I
against
was,
the law. Oh yes.
I have no idea. It was like right before I turned 15, like I got hired.
Oh.
And I couldn't work inside because I wasn't of age. So it's like, yeah, you could shake the sign
Like, let's
outside.
put him in the hot sun.
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
winter.
Yeah, get sunburn.
Yeah. Get in front of traffic.
Yeah.
Literally. Yeah.
Dang, that's fucked up.
Yeah. Well, I enjoyed it for like a while. And then like some guy my age got hired. Like I just turned 16 and then someone was working inside at 16.
You're like, what the?
I was like, damn, I got to get out of
You're
here.
supposed to promote from within.
Yeah. I'm like, I got to get inside somehow. Anyway, that's Little Caesars.
Dang.
It's like so random. We just started
They're
talking about
gatekeeping.
I love that.
Didn't
Yeah.
you like win in a like you got something though? Like didn't some like lady like pass out in the street or something while you were doing it?
What?
Yeah. Oh no. Oh my gosh. That's a blast. Yeah. So
Let's hear that story.
all right. Super quick detour. Yeah, no, somebody got like hit by a car. No, never mind. That wasn't it. No, okay.
Was that a different time? We have to hear that story too.
Well, yeah, I mean, unfortunately, there was somebody that got hit and like died in front of another sign shaker, but that wasn't me, so
Shit.
I don't have to live with that trauma. But another time was there was some guy crossing the road, and so he was just like walking. I don't know who he was. I don't know. You see like so many weird things, just like being on the corner of Little Caesars for like 4 hours every day. It's just like, just anything and everything, right?
That's where all the freaks congregate.
Right.
Dude, somebody
Little
like
Caesars.
threw like chocolate beans at me once.
What?
Yeah.
Chocolate beans.
I have so many stories. That's so wild you brought that up. But okay, long story short, he's walking across the street, and then I looked away. And when I looked back, I noticed there was like something in the road, and I realized it was him. Like he had just fallen over, just unresponsive in the road. And so like I knew like Prairie, because it's like the south side, Little Caesars, Prairie's lights were red, but they were going to turn green. I was like, shoot, like I don't want this guy to get like ran over if no one could see him. Anyway, so I just ran over there. I like put up my sign so like no one would like run over this dude. And then I like went to him, and he was having actually like a seizure.
Oh my God.
That's why he fell. And some guy like I put up my sign. Some guy's like, oh, I'll call 911, and then like the fire department was there like so quick,
nice.
super quick. Yeah. So the fire department was like, we got it from here, little kid. I was like, what can I do to help? And
You're like, no, I got it from here.
I know
Gatekeeping
CPR.
guy. Yeah.
yeah,
I
so-
watch movies.
That's insane, man. You saved the day. The pizza boy saved the day one day.
I can't believe you brought that up. That like went so far back in my brain. But yeah, it was kind of wild.
He saved a man's life.
Maybe I'd like to imagine. Yeah, he'd say, but I don't want to take any credit. Like he probably would have been fine.
Probably would have got ran over.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't
dude.
know.
People don't pay attention.
Someone texting and driving. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Dude,
fucking right
Just-
over him.
Right over his head.
just nuts. Just nuts.
Yeah.
And then the fire department gave me like a piece of paper. Like it was, I mean, not in a bad way.
What'd
it was
it say?
nice. Well, it was just like, thank you for your service. Here's like an honorary something. It was like really nice.
Nice.
Where's that paper now?
Right.
But I don't
It's all
know.
framed.
I don't know. It's probably in like a folder somewhere, like my parents' house. I don't know.
shit.
I have no idea.
Your mom's like, my honey saved the boy's life.
You'll never know how many times she mentions that.
Dude, I don't think anyone remembers that except for you.
Oh.
Like
I just randomly remembered it just now.
I've not thought about that since 16 years old. Like I swear, I've literally not even thought about that. That's That's crazy.
That's
Yeah.
what we do here at
I
Street
would
Champs.
literally brag about that
Yeah.
every day.
So
Right.
random.
Yeah.
A Jordan exclusive. You heard it here first.
Exactly.
Like, street champs all day.
If you're that guy that Jordan saved,
Hit him up.
hit him up with it hot and ready.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. No.
They're like $6 now, so.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
think they're 7.
Well, here they're like 8, aren't they?
I think they're 7. I got one.
Oh.
It was slapping.
Dude, honestly, I could still like get down to some Little Caesars pizza. Like,
Yeah.
just fresh out the oven. Like that's the way to go.
Hell yeah.
We know all the hookups with Little Caesars.
Oh, shit.
Dang. Sounds like it. No, just how to kill someone.
Like an hour into this podcast, be like, hey, just like, how do you make your best pizza, man? Like, oh yeah.
Wow. Why'd you guys leave Little Caesars?
Oh, my.
Dude, we worked there a
Worked there
while.
forever.
Just kidding. Oh, really?
Dude, for real, we'll keep talking about this.
Why'd you guys leave?
Because we got like better jobs. Like,
Right?
Dude,
Where?
so no, like you worked was like 8 years. Was it 8?
Not 7 years. So I
Yeah,
started working
yeah.
when I was 16 also. And then I worked there all through high school, like the rest of high school and
Mm-hmm.
all through college. And then even a little bit after college. Like I had gotten some better jobs throughout college, but I always like had Little Caesars. So I'd always like, they'd always keep me on the schedule for like a weekend. or
That's kind of
something.
clutch in college.
Yeah.
Yeah, it helped a lot. Like I always had like either a work study or like, well, always Little Caesars throughout the whole thing. They were really
Oh, yeah.
cool. They always work with like our school schedules and stuff. But then after that, I graduated from CSU Pueblo and, wanted to go get like a better job. And that was kind of rough at first. Like I couldn't find anything like quite my degree that was like, it either paid like really bad or they needed like a ton of like experience and stuff. So I found a couple different jobs. Like my first like big girl job, I did this like event planning for like a senior center in Florence. They had like this big 50th anniversary, so I helped plan their like 50th anniversary. And so I did that for a little bit, and then I started working at Pueblo Toyota after that. and I did,
Selling cars.
yeah, well, I did business development and internet sales there. I was there for quite a while, and up until all of this, until we started doing this.
Yep.
Oh, really? And this is all pretty recent, within the last year.
So I quit
Or not last year,
Toyota
2019.
Yeah.
in 2020. So it was the end of 2020 that I quit there. And then so pretty much all of 2021, I had like little part-time job here and there, but most of the time I was just doing this.
Wow.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I was gonna ask. So like, when did so like you guys started out like filming weddings and stuff, but now you're filming like short stories or short films in a way.
Yeah, like so we do like weddings are like always awesome. Like everyone's always going to be getting married.
Right.
So we started doing weddings, and then like I don't know, we went to like a few vacations here and there, or just like hanging out with our friends, and it just we liked making those videos, and then like it just kind of turned into wanting to create something like different. Like we don't want to just do weddings or just business films. Sometimes it's fun doing something for you, making some cool stuff, who doesn't want to do that? And then, so yeah, just, I forget, like, how did we like, I'm saying this, but I'm like, how did we like start doing like a short film here and there?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So when did you guys get kind of into like the writing part about it?
Yeah.
Well, I've always enjoyed writing.
Yeah.
That's just kind of been like, and I stopped writing quite a bit after like high school. Like in high school, it was like my hobby. I like to do like creative writing classes and stuff. And then when I went to college, like I still obviously like wrote a lot. I did mass communications, but it was more just for like school and like, public relations kind of things. So I stopped doing that for like a long time. And it wasn't until like recently that I was like, hey, I like still really like writing and like storytelling a lot. But I still don't do it as much as like I'd like to. It's just been more so for these like little creative films that we've done.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's your favorite short film you guys have done?
Ooh, I don't know. I mean, Merry Crisis is like always going to be really cool because Tyler Shawn, the Wake Up Crew, they really encouraged us to do the Kick-Ass Film Fest, and then entering that and then creating it, going through the whole process, the experience, the meet and greets, the award ceremony. They're just like, I don't know, it's like a cool experience. So that one has like a special place in my heart. And we haven't done like a ton of them, but we've done a few. What would you say? Like I think seven little short films.
Probably 7.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
So that one, and other than that one, I like. I actually did one with me. That was kind of dope. But I like yours the most, I think.
Which one? The one I acted in?
Yeah, it's called Caught in the County, I think.
Oh shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Is
So,
it? Oh, sorry. No,
we
go ahead.
did like this past October, we did what we called the October series. So we released a short film every week in October as like kind of like they weren't like all scary, but like, kind of suspenseful, kind of things like that. But they were all like based on, except for one, they were all based on movies that already exist.
Oh, okay.
So like the one I acted in was called Caught in the County, and it was like based off of Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh.
So those ones weren't like super like creative writing because we were like just basing it off of something already.
Mm-hmm.
But they were really cool to make. It was fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And mine was based off of A Quiet Place.
Oh.
So yeah, I like try to grow out my beard, like look like John Krasinski, like all big and buff with a
could
big
see
beard.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
And so other than those, we actually were able to do one other short film for a business, actually. We made it for the Pueblo Child Advocacy Center. They hired us to do like a few videos, and one of them was to kind of create a kind of a view, a creative way of a view into like a child's journey and like a child overcoming crisis. And so we titled it like The Superhero Overcomes. And it's basically like a child imagining themselves as like a hero. And the whole film is kind of like, it has like a lot of voiceover from like people in the community, like police officers, and then some people like, talked in it. You don't know who's speaking, but it's always like a bunch of different voices. And then it kind of just has that point driven through like the child, the superhero overcomes, stop like the Child Advocacy Center doesn't want like kids to like be viewed as like victims. They're overcomers, you know, like never to like fully forget the trauma in a bad way, but to like overcome it, move past it, and grow, you know, and continue like a really really effective life.
Nice.
Yeah. So
I like that.
so that was really cool, and that'd
Yeah.
be dope. Like just to make creative films like
Yeah.
for anything and everything. That'd be like the goal.
Hell yeah.
We love it.
How long does it take usually to make a short film?
It depends.
We usually take like a full day to film.
Yeah.
We could usually get it done in a full day.
Oh,
It
wow.
probably takes maybe like up to 8 hours, maybe. It just depends on what it is. But we will film first, and then, you know, after that you got to get all the editing done, which is the longer part.
Yeah, well, with like the ones we've done, I should say, like, yeah, it's only been a day. We would like to make something like feature length at some point, you know, or even like a longer short film, like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. And those would probably take a lot, you know, more than just one day. But
Yeah.
like the ones we've done, we've just, you know, when Sarah and I are working, we just like go for it, and it just helps having that team.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dope.
That's cool because for everyone else for the 72-hour film festival, they probably don't like live together. So
That's an advantage. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
for
true.
sure.
Kind of with like doing the weddings and stuff, because most of the time you do want like a second shooter for a wedding, or, you know, whatever you need a second shooter for, and we're just always like, it's we're
Yeah.
a team already, so
Exactly. Yeah. And then so
I got a question real quick.
yeah, go for it.
Do you guys mind if we smoke?
Oh
No,
yeah, not
that's
at
fine.
all.
All right, cool. All right, just wanted
That
to
was
get that out there.
burning him.
Go-
Yeah, I was like, shout out Rocky Mountain Blaze. Oh,
yeah, you could have brought that out at the beginning.
for sure.
But yeah, so it just what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so once you like shoot it, then the editing is what takes always the longest.
Yeah.
You know, layering the audio, getting the cuts. You know, especially for wedding films, like wedding films probably take the longest to make, and you wouldn't think it does, but I don't know, like. We
You
just
don't
like
wanna- yeah.
we put so much like detail into like the wedding film that it takes us a while.
Nice.
But
Do you use
yeah.
Premiere Pro?
Yeah.
Nice.
So I did just get a Mac though. I was telling you before the podcast, and so I know a lot of people use Final Cut, but yeah, Premiere Pro. You know, gotta pay it monthly, which kind of is a bummer. I like just owning the software. but
Yeah.
Premiere
Yeah.
Pro. Yeah.
For sure. All right, so this Wake Up, not Wake Up. It's the Kick-Ass Film Festival, but it's sponsored by Wake Up.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people get that misconception going that it's the Wake Up Film Fest.
Yeah.
So, who's actually like judging the films?
I
Who
don't know.
judged them last time?
Last time it was Gregory Howell. I think David Chavez was one too.
Tyler, I'm pretty sure Tyler too.
Was Tyler? Okay, so yeah. So it was Tyler Shawn, David Chavez, and Gregory Howell.
Nice.
And Gregory, he's like, if you don't know him, he owns like the Water Tower Place. He does like a lot of other cool like things for the community, and the Pueblo Library Film Fest and other stuff like that. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, he's pretty cool.
Besides your guys, like what was your favorite film from the film fest?
Oh, there was a lot of good ones, man.
Yeah, there were some good ones.
That's why I was like, it was such a cool experience. I'm excited for this year. But yeah.
Nice.
Do you have one? I have
I'm
one.
trying to go ahead, tell yours first.
So
Okay, good.
I liked, so I really did like, what was it called? I think it was like One Shot, One Kill. It was like this like post-apocalyptic like zombie one. That was really cool. I think my favorite one though, and it doesn't get talked about enough, is that sci-fi one of that
Oh,
guy.
yeah.
One, so good.
That one was really cool.
Yeah.
That one was cool.
So it's just like it was all him, and I don't even know his name, so I apologize, but I have not seen him before or since that, and literally I haven't heard anybody talk about this film, but it was done so well. It was like him recording himself like in his car, driving. So like he's doing like all these lines, he's talking on the phone, driving, and then he did this like he shot this thing inside his house where. Like the premise, I don't want to give too much away, but it was all one person.
Give it away.
That's crazy.
No, I'm not. Basically, so it's like just like this sci-fi thing that happens, and he just like starts hearing things. You're just gonna have to watch it. Like
Yeah.
it was really cool, and I thought like I was like,
If
dang.
it's not JSB Cinema, I'm not gonna watch that shit.
I don't care.
No.
Yeah.
No, you gotta watch it,
So-
man.
All one person. That's like, didn't Will Smith try to do that? Or didn't he come out with one like that? Where
Oh.
he did everything by himself?
I think he's either doing it.
That's his weight loss journey.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
No, it's a film, ain't it?
Are you serious?
I could be wrong.
I don't know.
Because there is a
Huh.
weight loss journey one that's happening. I don't know if it's still happening or if it did happen. Tyler was telling me about it.
Very
actually.
inspirational.
Yeah.
He talks about how Jada just tore his heart out.
Oh, God.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
So are they broken
I'm
up
laughing.
now?
I'm like,
Are they broken up now?
no, I don't.
Little detour.
I think they're still together. I don't know.
So yeah, what's Will Smith up to?
Right.
Honestly, I'm on Jada's side.
Oh my god.
Dude, yeah, it's the entanglement, man.
Yeah.
We got to make that movie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
that's a good one. The entanglement.
The entanglement,
Ooh.
rated R.
Yeah. Red R. Red Table Talk R. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Shoot, man.
So-
Yeah. So.
So have you guys done other films besides like weddings and short films? Anything else?
Yeah, like the business films and
yeah.
I don't know what else.
I mean, we mostly do weddings. We do quite a bit of like business promos and stuff. We worked with quite a bit of businesses, and then like our creative films are more just like for us.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Exactly. It would be so cool to like do a podcast or something. That's why I
Do
I love what
it,
you guys
do
are
it.
doing.
Yeah, this is cool.
Like this
Yeah.
whole area was dope. It was for anybody watching. It was like cool. Like I'm like saying it like it's live. Anybody like watching live right now? But anyway,
Shut up, Mom.
hi mom. But yeah, walking into like the set, it was just like, so this is where the magic happens. Right
Yeah.
Here. So we've watched like I don't know. I've just been watching like since I think David Took It was on one. David Armenta. And then you guys did like that live stream one as well. Anyway, it's cool being in here. And shout out the sponsors too.
Exactly, man. No, we love having you here, man. You know, that's what it's about, having different walks of life. You know, some
Yeah.
people want to be videographers and writers and stuff. You know, it's not always about like the music or whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys coming.
Well, I'm happy to be here. I do think that like if you want to do video or you want to just like you have a passion, obviously go for it, you know, and just like make it happen. Like
Yeah.
even if you just have like a phone or you got some buddies, you want to film something, like just do it. Like that's what we do.
Yeah. Do you have any advice for someone who's like just starting out filming weddings and wanting to dip their toes in short films and stuff?
What do you think?
Well, also like just like go for it. It's like scary, you know, like it is scary to like put yourself out there and like you don't want to like mess up, especially like a wedding. You don't want to mess up someone's like biggest day, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, if you whatever you have, if it's not even like you don't need like a crazy expensive camera or anything, just start with what you can and then get to know that equipment and just do the best with what you have. You know, you don't have to like go and buy like top of the line everything to like
Right.
get started.
Right.
You just like we started with our GoPros and that's it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
Oh,
sure.
oh, yeah. We were talking about gear before the podcast. You were showing me that cool gimbal.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you want to break that out?
Should I break it out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, sweet.
So how important is a gimbal, you think?
I think it's like very important.
Kind of a game changer.
It just makes everything look smoother. I mean, if you're just sitting things like on a tripod for like an interview like this, like you don't need a gimbal.
Right.
But if you're doing any kind of like movement, it just like elevates.
I'm
everything.
retarded. What's a gimbal? Explain to the people that don't know what a gimbal is.
So this is a gimbal right here. Like, I don't think if you can't like get a gimbal, like there's so many good techniques you can employ to like
Really?
have not shaky footage and whatnot. So I don't necessarily think you need one, but it's nice having one for sure because it's just like another thing, you know.
One less thing to focus on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you still have to have some focus with
Right.
like.
Well, like I guess actually when we do our weddings, both of us are usually like handheld, like we're just holding our
Oh.
cameras. But like when we incorporate the gimbal, it just like elevates
Yeah.
the film. You know, like it's not like you don't need it,
Mm-hmm.
but it just like brings it to that next level.
Yeah.
It totally does. Like, okay, so what a gimbal is, it's just literally you sit your camera on top and it balances It balances the camera and basically keeps the if you have it set that way, the camera locked to like the horizon. So like it doesn't matter what you do, you can like go forward. I'll just like do this, so you can like move it around, whatnot. But it always like still like will record straight, like so I can like go crazy and
Nice.
go all over the place. Yeah.
So you can like run with.
Oh
it,
yeah.
You know, like do like a running shot, and it's not gonna be like up, down, up. It's just smooth.
Yeah.
Can I
Yeah.
hold it?
Oh yeah, for sure. So like I
careful.
added this this handle to it. Like it came in the box, like this metal piece, but I just got this piece off Amazon, and then it kind of like works like a like I don't know, like a like you do briefcase mode where you're just like holding it low.
Oh, wow.
So you can like kind of hover like on the ground to something.
Wow, that's so sick.
Yeah. So you just move it around, but yeah, go ahead and
How much was that?
So this one, I think you can get these as low as I think $600.
As low as
As low as-
$600, guys.
Well-
Only your rent for a month.
All right, well, so straight
Gotta
up,
want it.
Yeah.
there's like other gimbals though, like the Zhiyun crane is like I think you can get that for $300, and like one for your smartphone you get is like probably down to $100. This one here is the only reason why it's like as expensive as it was is because we got this like literally we were contemplating buying a gimbal for like what we do, and then this one came out and it's like, well, we got to buy one anyway, why don't we just get like
The
this one and we'll pay it off like whenever, you know? So
buy it nice or buy it twice,
yeah,
as
well,
they say.
for sure.
Good way to say it. All right. I wanna
So
hold
yeah, so when you grab it, just like grab anywhere, like here, you can like turn this into a handle. Just don't grab the 3-axis gimbal stuff. So
it. Grab it from here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of
It's kind of heavy, yeah.
Gotta be
But I
strong.
can grab it from here.
Yeah.
Probably takes some getting used to. Like you kind of moved it around, manhandled it.
yeah, I mean it
Will
gets
break?
heavy.
Well, if
Well,
I,
he's-
if
yeah,
I, if
and
I mess
it's
it around
not-
too much, will it break?
No,
No.
you're good.
And he don't want to break your camera.
Dude, I've done some crazy things.
Yeah.
Like with the cameras.
Have you ever broke one or? What's the
No.
closest you've come then?
That's sick. Can
That
I hold it? Can he hold it?
Oh yeah, grab it.
Oh,
I
I
don't
know.
care.
I just drop it
I don't know if
immediately.
you can hold it from right there.
I'm all scared.
There you
dude.
go. Yeah.
I'm too nervous.
No, you're doing just move it around like
Okay.
see? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
How much is that whole setup right there? The whole camera and everything.
All right. So it actually gets worse. So this gimbal, I got like a
No hands in
whole
this.
pack with it. So, oh
Yeah, right.
I got like this like Raven Eye setup.
What's a Raven Eye?
So like it's the DJI Ronin stuff. We're gonna get really technical for a second.
Okay,
But-
yeah.
So the Raven Eye system.
But you got to explain it because I don't know anything, so you have to explain it to someone that doesn't know it.
It's gonna All right. I'll try to do like the quick version. So
I don't know nothing. No, not the quick, but like explain it to someone that doesn't know nothing.
super in depth.
Give me the elevator pitch.
All of it. All right. What you're gonna get with this bad boy, this baby? No. So the Raven Eye is just like this DJI term anyway, and if you plugged like an HDMI cable, okay, let me start over. So the Raven Eye would sit down here, and it has like little antennas on it, right? A wire would come from here and plug into. There's 3 USB-C ports up here, so I'd plug into there, and then your camera would be plugged directly into it as well, and then possibly like this would be plugged into like a motor that can like adjust the focus if
Wow.
you weren't in autofocus, and then that Raven Eye thing would transmit the signal to like your smartphone. So then you can like there's also an attachment where you put your smartphone here, or you can like put it up here if you want, and that would the smartphone added onto it. You can control the gimbal from the smartphone, and also you can do like just like a lot of cool things. I don't know. Just I've only used it one time because obviously what I just described there's so much
That's
setup.
complicated.
And I don't want to like for like a wedding or like filming.
Right. Yeah.
I almost just want to grab my stuff and like film.
Yeah.
So, and that's also like an argument why I don't always use the gimbal either, because like obviously got to set this up. I already had it turned on, but you have to make sure it's calibrated right and it's balanced and all this stuff. So
Do you have to charge it, the Ronin itself?
yeah.
Oh wow.
So this down here, there's the battery life. It's blinking. I think it's like halfway dead, but it lasts like 8 hours. So
When it's dead, it won't just like move at a whim. It'll
yeah, it will not like.
be all stiff.
Yeah, well, so what it will do here, I'll turn it off right here. So hold down the power button. So, all right, so now it's off, but obviously it's still like chilling, right? It's because we have it like perfectly balanced, as all things should be. So yeah, so like wherever you move it, it'll just stay.
Oh shit.
So I guess you could like try to still film with it. It would be sort of, but like see like right there, start like going all over the place.
Yeah. So that's like AI, in a way, right?
Yeah, it's kind
Or-
of cool.
Or am I
It's-
dumb?
No, AI, exactly, dude. It's
A little bit of both.
now that's where my like technical knowledge stops because I don't know how it actually works.
Yeah.
Like the brains of it, but yeah, and you can do like I don't know. You can like rotate, do like 360 mode and little things, or if you want it to lock on something else, it'll stay one way. And then there's a joystick if you want to like move the camera around without
Nice.
actually moving. There you go. There was the
Wow.
quick.
Oh yeah.
Wait, so I
dissertation.
don't think you gave us a price tag on the whole shebang.
Okay, so this.
Do you even know, or you have to think about it?
I mean, it's pretty bad. I know like the dollar amounts of everything we purchased because it's like you're a business, you know.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
there's
Well,
all
and
these
it's
little.
it's tax write-off, ain't it?
I think
Yeah.
yeah,
Nice.
You just have to think of it as an investment.
Yeah.
You know.
exactly.
All right. Give us a number.
So, all right. So that setup with the Raven Eye, I want to say the stupid Raven Eye that I never use, that was like $1,000. So this gimbal with that Raven Eye was $1,000. This camera on top is a Panasonic GH5. At the time I bought it, it was I think either $1,200 or $1,300. So $1,299 or $1,199. And then this lens on top is actually the best priced item here. This is a 25 millimeter, so it's like a 50 millimeter equivalent. If you know any like the Micro Four Thirds world, this was $150 the lens. So the lens was like a great price.
Yeah.
You know, they can get super expensive some lenses.
Nice. Yeah.
So altogether, what is that? 1,000, 1,300, 150. So
kind of like 2,500.
yeah, almost 2,500. Probably after tax. Probably
Right, yeah.
landed
Yeah.
around there, honestly.
Nice.
So that's that.
And you're not leaving here with it. Oh yes.
Oh yeah. If you ever want to film with it, you let me know.
Okay. So what are you guys like most excited for? Like just the Kick-Ass Film Fest, or what? I guess what's the goal in the next few years?
Well, we're pretty much almost booked out for all of 2022.
Nice.
Like, I don't think we will add too much more to our books. Like, we have 14 weddings.
I think it's
15?
it's 50. I think it's 15.
Okay, so
But I could be
we
wrong.
have 15 weddings booked, and then we have some business stuff in the works already, and then of course the film fest. Yeah, I mean, with all of that stuff, you always want to try to find time to still do your creative stuff, which is hard, but
But also live your own life. Like,
Yeah.
Go on dates and
Yeah.
shit, you know?
exactly.
Yep.
Well, yeah, that's kind of hard with us too, because like we live together, we're married, and like this business is like our baby. We talk about it all the time. It's like a constant like, well, we got to do this, we got to do that. So you have to learn how to like kind of step away from it and like,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not something you just clock out and you're done with, you know.
Is that something you guys have struggled with? Like being in like a marriage with your business partner? Do you guys ever feel like, I mean, every marriage has its struggles, but when the money's involved, I'm sure it's twice as hard, right?
So it's not. I think we've done pretty good. And not to be like cheesy or anything, but like he's my best friend, so it's like just hanging out with your best friend all the time.
Oh. No, for real though.
But when it comes to like the equipment and stuff, I pretty much give him like full reign on what he thinks would work best for the business, and he gives me like these prices, and I am kind of like, dude, that's expensive. Like that's really expensive. But I trust him, and it's always been, you know, everything we've always needed. So I don't
Yeah.
know. We've never had like an argument on like buying like a camera or anything like that. But it's mostly like if we ever do get on each other's nerves, it's like like Jordan's a little bit procrastinator, and I'm very like punctual. Like everything's like has to be like perfect. So if anything, it would be something like that. But I think we work pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm like, we could not do what we do like without each other. Like I don't know what I'd do if I like, cause for weddings I prefer having two people, and literally every wedding it's always been like me and Sarah, and like I can't tell you how many times like we film something and I get like a shot and I'm like like I like it, but I wish I had a different angle. And then like I asked Sarah like, hey, did you get that shot? She's like, dude, I got that shot. Like, it looks good. Or like, I don't know, it just comes in clutch. And then it's cool, like working with someone you're already married with and like you can fully trust too. Like you feel like whatever you're creating, like we know each other. We've been with each other for so long that we can straight up like be real with each other. Like, hey, what do you think of this? Is this shit? Does this look really bad? Or does it look good? Like I'll be editing something or vice versa. She'll be like doing some editing, photos, videos, and we can just be real with each other. There's like, you know, obviously you don't want to be mean, but like we can be 100% honest, you know? So that helps. And then just like, it's like you don't have to go to a job or, like your business partners are always there. So if you have like a question, like, or if you want to go over something, you're like right there. You don't have to like meet up or whatnot.
Or be afraid you're bothering them.
Yeah, exactly. So I cannot stress enough how much of a benefit it is to like have my wife. Yeah. So yeah, I'll get all cheesy.
We should start dating, dude.
Yeah. No, I was definitely like gay for you before I saw you.
Like shit, you're pretty cute, man. But yeah.
Damn, that's awesome. All right. But do you guys have like one story when you guys were like, damn, we just, I don't know, like one story of just some shit.
Maybe a funny story, or
yeah.
When everything went to shit.
Man, or I don't know. I have an idea of one.
Yeah, let her say it before you say it.
I don't know.
You don't know? All right. Well, okay. So one during filming.
He's sleeping on the couch tonight.
Yeah. Well, okay. So I'll say that. So when we're editing and like we're in a crunch, or maybe not even a crunch, but like we just want to get a video done. Like literally, I'll just be editing till like 1, 2, 3 in the morning, and then like if she's tired, I'm like, yeah, just go to bed. Like it's totally cool. Like you don't have to feel bad. Like, well, you can get some rest or whatever. Like that's what happened with like the Kick-Ass Film Fest. You like fell asleep on the couch like at 4, and we were like still editing. But like I'll sleep on the couch in that sense. So so like the next morning I'll like bring her up coffee. Like, hey babe, but she probably doesn't mind it because our dog Levi is like such a cuddler. Like,
yeah. So when he's up late working, then Levi sleeps on the bed. With
Levi
me.
will sleep on the bed, sleep in my spot, like literally like lay down like a human, like use my pillow and everything.
He literally will like put his head on the pillow and everything. I'm like, all right.
That's cute.
What kind of dog?
He's just this big
He's
pit
a
mix.
pit mix.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
He's a mutt.
He's so sweet. Oh, I love him. I was gushing about him to you guys.
Yeah, he's a very cute dog.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think you saw photos.
I didn't see. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like really pretty dog.
Yeah. Yeah. Pit bulls are.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a full brindle. Like if you like look at him, you might not like see that he's like pit right away because he's big. Like, but when you like look at him, he kind of has like those pit eyes and he's got like that pit head. But he definitely has more of a body of like he's like super muscular, but he's bigger than a pit.
I'm gonna show you.
He's like
probably
Clifford, but
yeah,
blue.
Yeah.
He's probably
shit.
about the size of like a retriever or a lab.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna bring it up so you
Yeah,
can see
you got to see this dog
live on camera.
Okay.
Well, I won't
Live.
like bring it to the camera.
live on Street Champs.
All right, so he looks okay. He looks kind of tough here. This is like on my Instagram.
He looks like a scary boy, but he's a baby.
Just like swipe, so it's like 2 pictures.
Okay.
So there's him and I.
Oh, he's a cool looking dog.
He's sweet.
Yeah, if I snuck into your backyard for some reason and I saw that dog, I'd probably be scared shitless. Oh, he's cute though.
I like your pose in the first one. It's you like Death Row Records, like.
Dude,
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're acting all tough in that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're both like big babies, kind of. And then literally, like, look, this is like us cuddling on the couch.
Aw.
Yeah. He's a good dog, man. Like,
Yeah, he's a good boy.
I love him so much. But so yeah, but during
Yeah, I'm
filming,
curious to what you're gonna say.
well, okay, so it wasn't like we were having a rift. The wedding day, and it turned out beautiful, by the way, but it was so windy. And I was filming kind of closer, like it was like this big wide open field. So I was able to really just go anywhere I wanted to without being in the way. I like had a zoom lens on the camera. And I was kind of filming closer to the front, like where the bride and groom and the bridal party is while they're getting married. And we had another camera on a tripod filming a shot. And Sarah was also like filming in the back, like a different angle. And it was like, dude, it was so windy, like horribly windy. And then the tripod with the camera on it like fell over. And this tripod was way high. So it like fell a long way. And then so I didn't know it even fell. And then
I'm like
yeah.
filming, like the tripod's like fairly close to me, but I'm like at a different angle. So I'm filming, not paying attention, and it's too loud. The wind's so loud, and like I didn't hear it fall, but I like look over and I'm like, oh my gosh, the tripod's down.
Oh, no.
And I actually was recovering from a broken foot during that time too, so that made it even like more difficult because we were like in a field, it was all bumpy. I was like, my poor foot like hurts right now.
Oh.
So I was like hobbling over there to go get the tripod. I'm like making sure like Jordan's like paying attention, like filming, because I have to put my camera down, like pick it up, make sure it's good. But I mean, it was fine. It was just like covered in dirt. I kind of just like dusted it off and got back to filming. But
yeah, it was intense.
It wasn't damaged at all?
No, it like fell perfectly. Like, so it fell onto a really nice plush spot of grass, and it didn't fall on the lens, which is probably the worst way for a camera to fall. It fell like at an angle backwards to where like the brunt of the camera, like probably the strongest part of it, like hit the plush part of the grass. Nice. Literally no damage, no problem at all.
Nice.
And it could have like, what if we were somewhere else, like hard ground, concrete, hit an obstacle while falling? Just like a nightmare, man.
Yeah.
Hit a little kid in the head.
Oh gosh, yeah, that would be.
Little Timmy.
At least the kid broke the fall of the camera. So.
I'll be like, shut up, Timmy.
Yeah.
Thank you, Timmy.
Yeah.
Pull him aside.
Yeah. But yeah, so I don't even know if that was part of your question, but that's like what came to mind.
That's what we asked. Yeah.
How did you break your foot?
Oh, so that was kind of like a freak accident. So, what's it? It's such a blur. Like my life was a mess at that time. But was that 2021? Last year, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So it's almost been a year.
I was
thinking. I don't know if you guys remember, but last February we had that like bad freeze, and it got like negative like 15 degrees here in Pueblo. Mm-hmm. Well, we have like an old Victorian house, and it froze, and our pipes burst, and it wasn't bad, whatever. We had someone.
It burst during a shoot too.
Yeah, it actually did. We came home from a shoot and went to go turn on the water. There was like no water, and I was like, I knew it. Like I had a feeling that it burst. So we got people over, our family actually. So Jordan's uncle, my dad, and his dad all came over to like take a look at what was going on. And they started working on it like right away, and they had pulled all these like pipes out and stuff. And the next morning, I was like trying to get back on my fitness game, like I
always
like, it was like beginning of the year. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it. Like I'm going to work out. And I had just started my workout, and it's funny because I like wear my Fitbit, and that day it'll literally show I worked out for like 30 seconds. But I had started my workout, and I was doing these like stair steps. So we have like a big bay window, and it has like a step up. So I was using that step as like, to do some like leg exercises. And I didn't realize that they had like put one of the pipes right against the step. So when I like came down, I stepped on it, and I fell back and just like cracked my fifth metatarsal, which is like one of the hardest bones in the body to heal. It takes forever. So it was just like a freak accident, and broke it. At first, like I laughed it off because it's like funny when you fall, like I like really biffed it hard. And I was like alone, like Jordan was at work, whatever, and I'm like, okay, like I'm just gonna laugh it off. And I was sitting on the ground. I like tried to get up, and I was like, "There's no way I could put weight on this."
Oh,
like,
shit.
So I like crawled to the phone.
Oh no.
And I like called Jordan. I was like, "Hey, like I think I broke my foot." And he's like, no, you didn't. I'm like, you're joking. Because
Like,
sometimes
shut
I'll
up.
like,
You didn't break your foot.
yeah. And I was like, no, dude, like, I seriously think I broke my foot. And he's like, no, just put it up. It's fine. So, like, that happened on Thursday. And I didn't go to the doctor until that, like, Monday. Because finally it could turn just, like, black and blue. And I was like, okay, I better go. And, like, sure enough, yeah, I broke it.
Yeah, it slowly like got worse and worse, and then like I think it was my brother-in-law. Like the whole family was like, "Oh no, you're good." Like if you know my family, like they're like, "Yeah, go to the doctor last." Like just like rub some dirt
Oh
in
my
it,
God.
like put a bunch of like Vicks, NyQuil. So like, yeah, put some ice on it, and then like our brother-in-law is like the only person that's not blood with the family. Like he like looked at it, he's like, yeah, you should probably go to the doctor.
Yeah, what the fuck?
And I was like, oh, for real? And he's like, yeah, you probably. I was like, oh, damn. All right, yeah, let's go. So like we went I think the next day.
Took one person to say it.
Yeah.
Well, I was like, I was
She
going
was-
to go
yeah.
anyway because, like, I was nervous about it. I'm like, I don't know. This is turning, like, it was so bruised bad. And I couldn't put any weight on it at all. And I was like, something's, like, wrong for sure.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. You had to go to like 3 different like it's like you go to the initial doctor, you think there could be like, oh yeah, you have a broken foot. They take the x-ray and then they say, okay, we're gonna send this to another doctor to view it. And they're like, Sarah's like, well, can you tell me if it's broken or not? They're like, we can't tell you, or I don't know. But it's like, come on, like is there like a fracture? I guess it's kind of hard to see it, but you went to
Yeah.
like 2
well,
other
I went
doctors.
to, like, my regular doctor.
Yeah.
And, like, she was like, I think it's okay. I think you just have a sprain, but you're going to need an x-ray. We can't do that here. So I'm going to send you somewhere else. So I had to go there, get the x-ray, and then just, like, the x-ray techs were there, and they can't tell you, you know, they're just, like,
Oh,
you're supposed to get it from, like, a doctor or, you
they
know,
probably have a
something.
guess though.
Yeah,
they just can't
probably
say.
know, but yeah, they just, like, couldn't say. And then,
They're like, this shit's broken.
yeah, and it was broken pretty good, too. So then I was, like, waiting forever. I had, like, no boot, no crutches, anything. I didn't know if my foot was broken. And then I don't know, it took, like, a couple days. I think I had to call them and be like, hey, like, you get my x-rays? Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, she was like, yeah, you broke your foot. And then I had to go to a specialist after that. So it was just, like,
All
when
over
you get
the
injured,
place.
it's just, like, all these places you have to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how they milk you.
You
Yeah.
guys ever broke a bone?
No,
I,
I
tore, I
haven't.
tore my groin one time.
Oh my
Tore your
god!
groin.
Yeah, I tore my
Yikes.
groin.
Is this
Oh,
a
yeah.
wild story? Or?
No, I was just playing football with my older brother, and he fucked me up, and that's it. I was like in a wheelchair and like crutches, and
That's not what happened. He hit the splits
Oh.
on the dance floor.
It's true.
Way too hard.
it's true. I ended up walking. I had like a limp because my foot like ended up not growing like the same length
Oh,
on my leg.
no.
So like I went to like this like person who like straightened me out, and they like would pull my leg, and like fucking like get
Damn.
it to be longer. Dead ass.
Gosh.
That's crazy.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that about you.
Yeah,
How old were you when it happened?
probably like 12.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
Damn,
dang.
that's
How'd you
crazy.
even know you like? You were in so much pain?
Oh, not shit.
Okay.
It was like a pain you never felt in your life, bro. Like
Okay.
it's like it hurt so bad. Like I was crying like the moment it happened.
Oh man.
Jeez. Yeah. No, I was working out the other night and I thought like, oh, maybe I pulled my groin, but no, I guess I would know.
No, I
Yeah.
tore it.
No.
Oh shit.
Oh, straight up.
Oh
like,
my god.
Yeah, I
That's
tore it.
crazy.
Was your brother like, shh, shut up? You're gonna get me in
Oh
trouble.
no, I was I was
tell mom,
screaming.
don't
I was screaming, bro. Like it was at my grandma's house. It was insane.
Oh my gosh.
Damn.
Yeah. I've never broken like a bone like ever, or even tore anything
Yeah,
as far
that was
as I
the
know.
first time I ever got injured or anything.
You know what? Little Caesars, I actually sliced my hand open, had to go to the doctor for that.
Oh,
That was
shit.
I have a scar. It's like so tiny.
You're making someone's pizza. And
Yeah. I only bring it up because we were talking about Little Caesars for like 30 minutes, but
Right.
yeah, I had like it was not from cutting, it was from sign shaking.
Oh, gosh.
We would throw the sign like way up in the sky, and then when it like landed, we'd catch it really hard. So we do this over and over and over a day. Back in the day, sign shakers were the shit. Like
Yeah.
we went hard.
You're very brave, braver than
Yeah.
all our
the
Marines.
Oh yeah, for sure. Anyway, so a piece of the fiberglass like got in my hand and then
Damn.
made a cyst, and then it hurt for like months, and they finally like cut it open and took it out. Yeah,
Oh wow.
Damn.
that was my only real injury.
Only-
Yeah, so far, like
Should wear-
fingers crossed.
They should wear gloves.
yeah, you should wear gloves. Little Caesar's gloves.
No, that's pussy shit. No, I don't know.
That's Papa Murphy's shit.
Yeah, that's Papa Murphy.
yeah.
We do a hard over here at the South Side.
Oh no. All right, fucking. We talked about some advice already. Daniel, do you have any more like hard hitting, freaking journalistic questions that you need to get off your chest?
I mean, no. Not hard hitting.
No.
Yeah, give us your worst.
Give us my worst question.
Well, I guess your best, hardest question. A worst question would be like, so what's your favorite color?
Okay. What's like the lowest point you guys have ever had working for yourselves?
Oh, dang. Oh, dang. That's a good one.
I know what it is for me.
Yeah, I was going to actually probably bring up. All right, you go.
Okay, so I had mentioned like my life was like a mess when I broke my foot. So, okay. You have to backtrack a little bit. I was working at a job and I was just like unhappy there, and I was in, not that I didn't like the job, it was just like not the best environment and not Little Caesars. But like I just knew I was like ready to go. Like I'd been there for a while and I just like was super unhappy there, and it was just making me miserable, like working that like every day, like having to do this. And I'd been thinking about quitting for like quite some time, for probably like a year, but I was too scared to like make the jump. I was like making good money and it was like a good job, like benefits, all the like things that you're supposed to have in like a good job. But I just like knew I wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing, and I was also just like very unhappy there. So we went on a trip, and well, actually, I filmed our first wedding together, and I loved it. I was like, I want to do this, and like, we need to continue, with the business, whatever. And then we went on a trip like a month after that, and we went to Telluride, and I'm a mountain girl. I love the mountains. Like, I felt very just like zen and like clear-minded, and for the first time in a long time, because I was having like very terrible anxiety attacks and stuff, I felt like, hey, maybe I'm not like a super anxious person all the time. Like I feel great. Like maybe it's this like work environment and like the lack of like things I'm doing with my life. So I thought about it like long and hard on our vacation and like prayed about it. I'm a very like spiritual person. And I just like felt that I needed to like leave that job, and I just like heard it over and over. So I was like, okay, like how though? Like this is how I make all my money. And it was just very like scary. So we left that vacation, and that Monday I went back to work. I was like, okay, I'm going to give it like a full week to think about it. And, maybe I'll change my mind. Well, of course, like the week passes and like there's some drama at work and stuff. And it was just like clear as day, like I got to get out of there. So I actually put my 2 weeks in that Friday. So it was like a pretty quick turnaround that I had like made that decision. And then so finished out my 2 weeks, and, yeah, and it was great. Felt awesome about it, like had no anxiety, regret about it. And then like a little bit after that, like his sister passed away, and that was just hard. Like it was like something that happened like very sudden, and so that was like one hard hit. And I need to mention, I also didn't have like a job lined up at the time, and our business, like we were starting, but we weren't like, ready to like just have that like as one income. So took some time off for that, to deal with the passing and stuff. And then I got COVID. And so, okay, another like really just like crappy thing, one after another. And I didn't have any like bad complications from COVID, but like I injured my rib when I was coughing, and no one knew what was wrong with me.
So weird.
Yeah, like they had me go to the hospital because I had actually just went to urgent care because I felt like really like intense like pressure on my chest. And they're like, you probably have like a blood clot, like, or something. They scared me, and I was like, oh my God, like, okay, I gotta go to the hospital, like, damn. So I like went to the hospital, and they're like, you're fine. And I'm like, okay, like, what like, is this feeling then?
Your blood
like,
is super healthy, or whatever they said.
It was the same doctor that did your leg.
Well, actually, that doctor was like kind of shitty also, but so they're like, no, you're totally fine. Like, it's anxiety. I'm like, no, it's not. Like, I know what anxiety is. Anxiety. Like, it is not. It's like physical pain. Like, it's like hurting me. And so I dealt with that for like months before actually like figuring out. They're like, oh yeah, hey, like you actually have like damage in your cartilage. Like, I'm like, okay, like good to know. Like 2 months after, maybe it's 3 months. It was a long time.
Yeah, and then the doctor was just like, oh, I know what to do. Like once they knew it was like the rib cartilage, they gave her like one steroid shot, and then she was good.
Like,
oh damn.
Yeah. Well,
just
I went back for like a second one, but it was like an easy fix. I didn't have to like keep going to the doctor and over and over. But yeah, so that took a while, and then like because I got sick, like I thought I was going to get this job, and I had an interview on Zoom. Not is it called Zoom?
Yeah, it was on Zoom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I was sick, and like I didn't know I had COVID yet because I hadn't like got tested, and I just like did a terrible interview. Like this was like the third and final interview, and I just like blew it. And not that I blew it, but I was just like, you know, not feeling well and like wasn't like giving it my all, and I like knew I was like, I'm not gonna get this job. And not only that, but like, so I was waiting to hear back from them, and they just called me and they're like, we're doing a hiring freeze, so I'm sorry, like you're not gonna get the job. So I was like, okay, I'm like out of a job still, and it's been like months. And I'm so luckily, like when I quit the other job, like I had saved up a lot of money to like cover my ass just in case. So like I'm not telling everyone just like go quit your job without like a backup plan. At least be like smart about it. But I was starting to get like stressed. And I was like, you know, just feeling bad about it, you know, like I'm not contributing anything, and like at the time we were not super busy, and I don't know, it was just rough. Like it took a long time to like get out of that, and then I broke my foot right after that.
Broke your foot, and then like we finally, literally I think a few days before, we like signed our first wedding for that year, which was going to be in April, and then she broke her foot, so we're like, oh man, like what are we gonna do? Like she's the second shooter, part of the videography. We've already like got the deposit, like we're ready to go. Us like got another wedding, and so Sarah's like, you know what? Like I'm just gonna do what I can with like I got crutches. If I need to just like be posted up somewhere like in a corner, like we'll just make it work. She got like this big boot and then like a smaller boot.
Well, it was like, okay, so like I wasn't finding. And it wasn't necessarily, I was being kind of picky about like the jobs that I was like wanting to get. So I probably could have got a job sooner, but I was just like, after like the experience I had at my last job, I was just like very like wary about like where it was going to work, you know?
Right.
So that's when we like went full force with our business, because I was like, okay, like this is like going to have to supplement our income,
It's
because
like a jump of faith.
Yeah.
Step of
So
faith.
we just like really, I was like, again, like I prayed about it. I'm like, hey, this has to work. Like I'm going to put everything we have into this business, because like I'm not working, like it has to work for us. And then I broke my foot, so I did do a wedding with my foot like pretty broken still, and it sucked. Like it was really a rough time, but I was like on my crutches. But I mean, you can't like hold a camera and like be walking around, so I was like, you know, not doctor's orders. I was like, I'm putting them down. So I like did the wedding without my crutches, and like it sucked, but I mean, you know, obviously I'm fine and it healed up perfect. So
Yeah.
Should have put the gimbal on your crutch.
I know. Did we have the gimbal yet?
We
know.
we did.
Oh,
but
we just got it, but that would have been perfect.
Yeah.
man, I mean, when we first got the gimbal, we were actually, okay, maybe I should say me, like I didn't like know how to fully utilize my camera great, and it was just like, so I have like my other camera down here too. That was like our main driver. It kind of still is, but so yeah, we were kind of scared to use the gimbal until the end of that wedding night. Like Sarah was like, you know, you got this, like you spent all this money on this gimbal, like why don't you just like bring it out? It'd probably be cool. And like I was like doubting myself. I was like, nah, I probably like it's just gonna be stupid, you know. I don't want to waste time. Let's just use the equipment we already have, and like let's get some good shots. And we had like a second, and then like boom, I pulled it out, and I with the lens I was gonna use, and dude, it was like the coolest part. Like the groom is like doing like this like really dope what do you call it, the garter dance or whatever. Like he actually knew how to like dance, and he was just like vibing, and then like I was like going around him, like, and it was like, damn, this thing's so cool. Like, and then ever since then, like we started using the gimbal a lot more.
But I think that part of our business was like the scariest, because that's when we kind of like went full force with it, because we had lost like one full income, and like I did finally like go get like a little part-time job and stuff, but like I specifically only got part-time because I was like, okay, like I believe that this business is gonna like take off this year, so like I'm, you know, I want to be at home to like do that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, it was like kind of rough for a couple months, and it was kind of scary, but it all ended up working out.
Yeah, it was tough, like,
Nice.
but that's the toughest, that for sure. That was, and it was all worth it. Like I would say, like you know, it's it's taken off a lot more than it did back then, and
Yeah.
it's a blessing now. Like, love it.
What about you? Like in your life, what's been a low point
Yeah,
as a creative?
as a creative, I think all creatives, they like, I don't know, some people are just like, yo, my shit always looks amazing, you know, and they have like 1,000% confidence. But like the biggest thing is like, you know, like I want like the things we make to be awesome, you know, like the coolest things you've ever seen. And like I'm super critical of like my own work. Like I'll like edit, re-edit over and over and over till like it's perfect, or what I think is perfect. And like my buddy Christopher Ferris, shout out Chris Ferris.
Chris Ferris.
He's got an awesome TikTok, by the way.
Really?
So,
What's his at?
it's I think it's X Save Ferris X. I'm pretty sure, or something like that. That's
Yeah,
definitely
it
one of
is.
his handles.
We'll have to look it up.
Sarah has TikTok. I don't have TikTok, but I support the hell out of him. X Save Ferris. So anyway, Chris, he told me, and he's like, somebody told him, or he read it somewhere, and he's like, yo, like you got to just like don't compare yourself to others. Number one, but like two, just make what you can make and put out what you can put out. Don't like compare it. Don't over critique it. Make the art you can now and actually post like make that art. Like even if you feel like it's not good enough, like who cares? Like make it, put it out. Like because like eventually over time you're just gonna keep getting better and better, just naturally. Like with anything, you know, like the hours you got to put into something to like become really good at it. Like you can't fake those hours. So like just go for it, and like you'll be proud you did. You know, even like looking back a year ago to like what we were creating, we can see like the improvement of like our editing and like the things we're doing and like where we are in the business and all these things, like totally worth it. So, but that was like a low point, like just starting out, like trying to like hype myself up, like, oh yeah, like I could film a wedding, like I know what to get, like we can get all this stuff, we can pull it off, like just like the self-doubt is like the biggest thing. So yeah,
For sure. Yeah, I think that's really relatable. Trying to get over the fact that there's so many voices in your head of people saying that you can't do it.
yeah, exactly, man. That's my biggest thing, like it's like the confidence, but you know, you slowly get it. And like just like to any creative, like, you know, maybe somebody that like paints or like raps or whatever, just like if you love it and you know you love it, like just try to like push yourself to be brave enough to take that step, even if it's just the first step, and then focus on the next step. You know, like we had no cameras, we only had GoPros, and it's like, you know what, let's just focus on getting the first camera, you know, like, and let's, you know, get what we can get. And then you go from there, just little by little, you know, get the audio recorder, like for like a DJ booth. So when they get their vows, and then like just start hustling, you know, if that's what you want to do, you know, if you want to, you know, have some kind of fulfillment in life, like 9-to-5s are great. Like I still work a 9-to-5 at the moment.
What do you do?
I'm an IT guy, computers. So I work at Black Hills for just like their computers and anything. So like the linemen, iPads, all that stuff. And then like as IT, like I kind of support Colorado and like part of Kansas and Wyoming, like help desk stuff, kind of. It's a little bit above help desk, but I'm still kind of doing the stuff that the help desk can't directly touch and impact. So if I need to be boots on the ground, I go to the places. So I've gone to Kansas a few times, but most of the time I can handle most online. So yeah, the 9-to-5, it's important. Like you got to do what you got to do. You know, you got to make that bread, but it's a lot more fulfilling. Like I'd rather work 80 hours than just work 40 hours. Like that's kind of like a weird way to look at it, but it's so fulfilling. Like,
Yeah, like,
you know, like I don't
no
know.
hate to a 9-to-5, because I worked a 9-to-5 forever, and like, you know, I've had good jobs, bad jobs,
Do you have
whatever.
one
No, I am completely full time. And this is like fairly recent that I quit that little part time job. But I don't know, like 9-to-5s are probably for some people, but if you're like a creative, you know, like at my last job, I just like knew I wasn't like, there was no creative outlet. It was just very like, get the job done. and I worked in like kind of like salesy, so it was very fast paced, very hustle, like work late if you have to, like do what you got to do, like to, you know, meet certain things. So it's like easy to get caught up in that, and like I think I just like burnt myself out. Like, you know, we talked about earlier, I was working at like 16, 2 jobs, and then went and like got this like really hustle like job, and I liked it. Like it was, there's something really like cool about like working in sales, because it's like kind of like you get that sale and it's like a, you know, like you like conquered it, you know, and you like want to beat your own like records and stuff. But like I don't know, I was just like, I can't do this anymore. Like have no creative outlet. So like taking the plunge was like very scary, but I can like 100% say that like I do not regret it, and I'm like much happier, like peaceful person, like not being in that like office environment.
Yeah, like working for yourself is just it rocks. Like you can like set your hours, you can choose what gigs you do, you can choose your price, you can, you know, manage all that, and there's not like, you know, it's you creating something from start to finish, and you're working for yourself. Like it's it's awesome. I don't know, like I'm sure like even with this podcast, man, like it's so dope. Like just doing it, like now you're like at what, like episode like 20 of this thing or somewhere around there, I'm sure. With your live streams and everything, like just going for it. Like I think it's so cool that this exists, like in Pueblo. I don't know, like I'm gonna sound cheesy and corny, but I don't know.
It's like funny because like if you looked at just our lives, like not even 2 years ago, maybe like a year and a half ago, you would tell us that like we are doing this like pretty much full time. Like he has his full time job, but like when he gets home, it's like we're working and stuff, and like doing podcasts and like making like creative films. I would have just been like, "What are you talking about?" You know, like there's no way that's what we're actually doing. You know, so you know, it doesn't have to be like a crazy dream or anything, but when you like go for it, like, and you put your all and like believe, because I'm like really into like manifestations and stuff like that on like a spiritual level with like God. You know, if you believe, then things can happen for you, you know, like really like strongly
believe
believe
that. Christian or Catholic?
Christian, yeah.
Christian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Both you guys.
I'm a pastor's kid. My dad is a pastor. Yeah. Joe Borrego, shout out.
What's your dad?
No. Yeah. He's
Shout
cool.
out.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's funny that you said that. Last thing I'll say is with like sometimes we'll be filming a wedding or anything, like and then we just like look at each other like midway, like what are we doing? Like we're just like filming these people's wedding, like.
Yeah, we like do that all the time. We're like, what? Like, it's just weird sometimes still.
Yeah, but you know, I wouldn't trade it. Like it's a blast. Like I want to just keep going. I would love the chance to like we're getting there to like for me to go full time. We both go full time, straight up, just dive in. You know, it's nice. I don't know, it's fun.
What's been your favorite wedding so far?
Oh, that's hard, man. Yeah. Favorite?
Like ours.
Yeah, there's really...
Oh, that's a good answer. Ours.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, luckily we've never been to a wedding that was like boring.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they've all been like very fun and like no bridezillas, anything, like the nicest people. So we've had like good experiences. So it's like very hard to say which one is our favorite.
It sounds like she's being political. Like they're all
sure.
our favorite. But no,
like, they've been awesome. We haven't had any like bad clients or like.
That's for sure. Yeah. No bad clients.
Nice.
I think if we film a wedding, like the most fun we have is, I don't know, I guess it's all subjective. Like, because I had a fun one in town, but I would love like personally sitting here like filming out of Pueblo, like just to get like different shots, you know, like as a filmmaker you want to get like different locations, mountains, cool stuff. And we filmed I think like a few outside of Pueblo. And so yeah, it's hard to say which one's the favorite though. What's our favorite?
No, that one's really
we gotta
hard.
get one. You're gonna say no, that's bullshit. Give us one.
I mean I understand, like
Yeah.
you know, it's hard to have a favorite piece of content because you're always getting better with each one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Your second one's better than your first, so that's your favorite then. So your latest one's probably your favorite.
Yeah, you know, that's true. Like every one we edit, it's like we want it to be. I hate a cookie cutter video. Like I don't want to just check the boxes. I want it to, like we both want it to, like feel different and engaging for anybody. Like I don't want my last wedding film to look like my next kind of thing, or really any kind of film, you know. To a degree, it's a wedding, you know. There's the getting ready, the ceremony, the reception. There's a lot of beats, you know, that are going to happen, and you know. But how you put it together, you know, we like challenging ourselves,
Nice.
you know.
How much does it cost to get you guys to do a wedding right now? January 2022.
January 2022, baby.
They're booked.
Well, shoot. Well, I mean, we have
We
still some
probably
spots,
have like
but
a couple spots.
Oh,
left.
okay. My bad.
But we're just trying to like leave enough space that
like business now. No joking.
like we need enough time to like edit everything and like still like live our lives. Like it'd be nice to like go somewhere or something, you know. So
But hypothetically, if someone had a wedding in February and they hit us up, like we still have some dates. The months we don't have dates: October, September, and July.
yeah,
Yeah, if
those-
someone hit you up for October, how much is it?
No,
It would-
we're done. Like
yeah, we don't
have
even
space.
Like, room.
Oh,
mean,
I
maybe
thought
it
you
was,
said you
like,
do have. My bad.
No, those months we don't. Yeah.
I heard
no
that wrong.
space.
Oh.
Yeah.
Unless it was like during the week, but even then, like, because we already have 4 weddings booked in October, so that's like it would be very hard to like give yourself enough time to like make a quality video for
Right.
everyone.
And then
you know?
plus, like, I'm still working 9 to 5. Now, if I wasn't working 9 to 5, that would change. Like, we
Yeah.
could probably
Add on a little
double
more work.
like things. But like, you're working, you know, all week, and then boom, Saturday wedding, Sunday you're coming home, you're recovering or whatever. Or maybe it's a wedding on a Sunday, and then boom, you're like, you know, back to work. You know. So yeah, we got 4 in October right now, and then also, oh yeah, and it's our anniversary. See,
When?
Ha!
Yeah.
In October?
Brownie points. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right, wait. But in general, how much does it cost to book you guys?
So
Starting package is $2,000.
$2,000, boom.
What does that entail?
So that is both of us shooting. So it's always the 2 of us.
Yep.
I can't
It's
even think of it right now.
the wedding film you get is 4 to 7 minutes. 4 to 7.
4 to 7.
4 to 7. That's like a big deal because like the longer the wedding film, the more expensive it gets. So 4 to 7. That's the only edit you get. So it's like that highlight film. But I mean, if that's all you need, that's all you need. And then what else? Oh, 10 hours. So we'll be there for 10 hours. Consecutive time. And then the last thing is a digital delivery of the film. So basically it's like if you need 2 videographers for your wedding, and you want a 4 to 7 minute, like they call it a highlight film. It's a little bit more than a highlight because we try to make it like into like a story and you really experience the whole day. But yeah, it's like a highlight reel of like your wedding kind of thing. So that's the base package. And then we have 3 packages.
For the people that don't really love each other.
No, it's a great. If that's what you can get, like it's perfect. Like
Yeah, it's just, well, like, the other packages have just more stuff, you know, like...
What does it go up to? What's the most expensive top
oh my
one?
gosh. So well, hold on. So before we start, like with the packages, like we don't want to create like if we're gonna be there, we want to create something that's like gonna be really good, right? We want it to be really memorable. We don't want to just like this like, you know, piece of shit like wedding film. Like here you go, this is what you got. Like if we're there, we want it to be good. So that's why like 4 to 7 minutes. Sometimes you can like people go shorter. That gives me like we can tell your story in 4 to 7 minutes. We can obviously tell it better if it's a little bit longer, but 4 to 7 minutes, like you're still getting a quality product. And then also that's like a reflection of what we create too. Like we don't want to create something that's not an accurate reflection of what we create. So if we're making a wedding film, even if it's 4 to 7 minutes, we want it to be money. So pricing. So the bottom one's $2,000. The mid tier, I'll go over like what's in each one in a sec. So the mid tier is $2,750, and then the top one, the top like official one is $3,500 But then if you're like doing like a travel wedding, is that what you call it? No, destination.
Yeah, like destination wedding.
Yeah, I mean, of course, it's going to be more expensive too.
Yeah.
So if you want to fly us out, or I mean, if you're flying out to a wedding, like it's got to pay for us to like, you know, fly us out, you know, have room and board, you know, and yeah. So basically, destination wedding, that can be anything. It could be like, hey, we're going to Utah. Hey, we're going to, you know,
Aruba.
Yeah, like Bora Bora or something. Like
That'd be
it could be
That'd be cool.
unlimited price, obviously. But yeah, so officially $3,500 is the top. And then, okay, so for that middle package, you get a 7 to an 11-minute film.
Why these ranges in films? Like, what do you give like the people that you like don't like 7 minutes, or like what? Why not
No.
7
What?
to 11? I'm just kidding.
So,
That was a joke.
So, so 7-Eleven, it's just like a representation of how I grew up. 7-Eleven, really good convenience store. So
He's just joking.
I was like, wait, what?
That's like 4 minutes difference. That like you wake up, your film that won the Wake Up Film Festival was 8 minutes long. Like, really,
Yeah.
wasn't it? That's half of your film. Like,
yeah,
so like, why not just boil it down to 11?
Because maybe it's just he wants like the best shots. He doesn't want to fill it with
well, okay, I'll tell you this. So 4 to 7, like, okay, say your wedding is a shorter wedding. Maybe it's only a 4-hour wedding.
Maybe this is your second or third wedding.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
right.
Well, so sometimes it just really boils
guys ever-
down to like the day. Like if they only hired you, or like we'll be there all day, but if they said be there at like 12 to 5 o'clock, something short, like you can only like get so much footage during that short amount of time. So that's why we give that range, and it's basically just to like cover our own ass, kind of like we can do it within this range. So like if it's only 7 minutes, it's because maybe you had a shorter wedding or something like that, like
Yeah, like it's you don't like, it's got to be like its own contained story, but it's like what you said, sometimes there's not enough footage for like it to go over that. But like, however, the reason why with the ranges, so 7 to 11, that gives us like, well, first of all, 4 to 7, we want to give everyone an option. So like, maybe if all you just want to get a videographer, you want to book them, and that's all you can afford for it, like, then we don't want to limit that for you. So, and a lot of wedding films can sometimes only go up to like 5 minutes, like 6
gosh.
minutes, yeah,
couldn't-
or 3 minutes.
I wasn't aware, bro. I've never been married, so
Yeah.
I don't know what the marriage like video market is. That's crazy.
It goes, it's all over the place, and really it's whatever you make it. But yeah, like the standard is like at least getting to like 3 minutes, 3.5, and like also it's editing time. So like, say the reason why we charge more for a longer film is because like 4 to 7 minutes is not going to take as long as making a 7 to an 11-minute film. And then that range also, like, it's like a general range. So we don't want to be constrained by like an official time. Like, we don't want to hit a time limit because we have to hit it. We want to hit it because that's the natural progression of the story. So say someone bought a 4 to 7 minute package, we're going to try to fit that range. But I know for one of them, we went a little bit over 7 minutes because the story wasn't complete for that film. So
yeah,
it was
so
like,
we're not going to be like, oh, just cut it off right
Yeah.
here at like 7.
They're like, I
exactly.
ended.
Yeah.
It's just like
Yeah.
going to be a little bit shorter, but
Kiss.
yeah.
And anyone could film the whole wedding for like 2 hours, but it's about getting good shots.
Yeah.
Anyone could fill up space, but
Yeah, I'm just asking the questions that I know the people are gonna be.
I feel you.
Asking.
I feel you.
Yeah, exactly. So, and the 7 to 11, like a lot of our wedding films have gone over 11 minutes. Like our longest one, and we try not to go this long because you lose interest if like they're sharing it with family and friends, for one, and for two, it's like a long, just long film. Our longest one was like 14 minutes, and then our second longest is like 13 and a half or something. But 11, that's a good range. Like 7 to 11, you're getting a quality like film like that, like for your wedding, But also, I'll go through the whole package. I don't want to like keep talking, but 7 to 11 minutes, you get that film. You get the ceremony film. So then you get like a uncut, like almost like a live broadcast looking thing of your ceremony. Multiple camera angles, the whole thing. And then, so that's like, however long your ceremony is, that's how long it's going to be. It's going to be like 20 minutes. I don't know why I'm like laughing over here.
I don't know. You're making me laugh.
That's so yeah, if your wedding ceremony is like 30 minutes, it's going to be 30 minutes. So yeah, anyway. And then the biggest package, here's like the biggest difference. The biggest package you also get, it's still 7 to 11 minutes. I can't look at you without laughing now.
Why? What the
I don't know what the heck.
That's just my face.
You get the love story with it.
The love story. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
the love
Exactly.
story is it's a separate video from your wedding video. So like, for example, one of the couples that we did the love story for, we like met them before the wedding and we went to their house, but it's wherever the client wants to do it. If they want to do it at their house, their park, wherever. And they basically told us their story. So we did it kind of like interview style. And they just explained like how they met and really just like broke down their love story. And then, we'll add like B-roll. So we'll add, them walking and like doing cute shots together and stuff like that. So we just make it like a cinematic little story about how they met and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's like the gist.
Yeah. So they get that extra video on top of all of their wedding stuff.
Yeah. Like
Nice.
you can also get like speeches, and the biggest package you can get, what a lot of other people don't offer, all the uncut video. You're laughing out.
Don't even look at me,
now.
bro.
You're laughing. I was good now. I was like ready to go. But so
All the uncut footage.
yeah.
Oh shit.
All the uncut footage. Hell yeah.
It's kind of weird because like a couple of people have asked for that. Like,
Yeah.
hey, do you like offer the uncut footage? And we're like, yeah, in this like last package, and it's like funny, like, because it's gonna be like messy footage, like camera going down, like walking, jittery and stuff. But I don't know, some people want that. They want that old fashioned kind of like, whatever
Yeah.
people used to do.
They can
wedding
hear
film.
what you're saying in the camera. So
Yeah,
you're like,
they
oh
can.
shit, I
Yeah,
hit
they.
my foot.
Oh damn. Yeah. Like we
Yeah.
actually
Gotta be careful.
So for one, all right, this is like the real talk.
Oh,
Well, we won't go like into detail.
after dark.
But no, like we filmed. I think like a camera was just running on the table, and there was like this conversation going on, and no one will know which one. We filmed like a ton of weddings, but there was like one conversation where like there was like personal details, and like one person like talked shit about something, and we just happened to like, because they got the uncut package, so they get like all the stuff. But of course, for some things, like if it's like us putting the camera down, like you'll get a lot of that. But for that part, we're like we cannot give that part, so we like just cut out that line of dialogue just for that
Oh,
spot.
wow.
Plus, like there's nothing happened. The camera's just sitting on the table, left on record for like 20 minutes. Like no one cares about that shot. It's like there was like a cup in the shot, so.
Yeah,
So we
unless
had to
the
cut that
people
part.
like knew like the voices of the people who were talking. You can't really see what's going on, but we're just like, this is someone's like wedding. You don't want to upset anyone.
They're
So
like-
we just like
They're
cut
like
it
the
out.
bride's
like-
ass looks so fat in that part, in that dress.
And then like 10 years later, they're going through all the uncut footage. Like that bitch.
Yeah. I knew she was.
Yeah,
We should have never invited her.
exactly. It's like sitting on the couch too. That'd be awkward.
Yeah. So, okay. So we cut that part out, but everything else uncut because we're looking out for you.
Yeah.
JSB
I don't
Cinema.
know.
No,
We could have missed something down the line. You never know, but because
Yeah.
we're not watching the like whole like 8 hours of footage we have, but
Yeah, it's a lot.
yeah.
We've gotten better though, like not being, I don't know.
Yeah, that's something we've learned. Like,
Don't leave a camera running.
yeah.
If it doesn't need to be. Because then like footage, dude, it's like
You have to
takes
go
up
through
so much
all that
space.
That's
footage.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, facts.
So, anyway, yeah. There you go. There's like the
Nice.
full breakdown.
Hell yeah, I love it. I love it. Daniel, you got any more? Do you have any more questions?
No.
All right, you guys got any more topics you guys definitely want to get off your chest before we?
I don't think so.
Okay, I do want to do one thing.
All
All right, so you had brought up earlier about like the gimbal. Like you don't, I really don't think you need a gimbal, but there's also a really cool. This camera I wanted to show you real quick.
All right,
all
let's
right,
see
cool.
it.
Hell yeah.
Geeking out. So
Do you
this,
name your cameras?
no, I don't name them. So this is my love-hate relationship camera. I
my gosh.
I love it, but there's a lot of things that I don't love about it that you learn to love. So this lens does not autofocus, so you have to like continually like get the focus yourself. So it's kind of like being like a filmmaker, because all films are like filmed with manual focus. Like nothing's autofocus, or like 99% is not autofocused. So yeah, we got like the follow focus, a monitor, and then like a boom mic. So anyway,
Wow.
I had to give this camera a little love. But
Can I hold it?
yeah, absolutely.
All right.
That one's heavy too.
Yeah, this one's heavier, but you can really grab it anywhere. Like all these like spots are like, it really hangs on good.
I'll grab it from right here.
All right.
It kind of looks like a scuba cam.
A scuba count.
Like I'm gonna go scuba diving.
Oh yeah, it kind of like has that
Like,
vibe.
I'm like, doot, 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 doot.
Like Jordan's setups are like fancy. I just literally just carry my camera, like,
Nice.
just the camera.
Yeah, I'm like, here, do you want to film with this? She's like, I don't want to film with
It's
that,
just
babe.
like how much does this weigh? Like 20 pounds?
I think it's 12 pounds.
Oh, okay. I'm bad at math or bad at weight.
Well, I mean, it's.
Bad at math.
I mean,
I mean,
after.
it's heavy. Like, I don't want to film with that because, like, you're gonna hold your arms up like that forever. It gets heavy, you know?
Holding it all day, like you definitely feel it like in your back and like
You wanna hold
you
it?
feel sore.
I'm good.
it's very heavy.
No, come on, go ahead.
Okay.
You got. I trust you.
You gotta hold it from like the metal thing, I guess.
From here?
You
Yeah,
can hold
for
it
now.
any. That one's fine. You can pretty much hold it anywhere.
Nice. I just pressed a button.
Oh, it's cool. It's off.
Just explodes.
Yeah.
Dude,
Like,
yeah.
no.
So this isn't a phone. I was like, is this your phone? What the fuck? That's
Yeah.
cool. That's cool. Like a monitor or.
Yeah. Here, I'll turn it on.
Okay.
But, yeah, it's just.
How much is that one? The whole setup.
I can't tell you that, man. Come on, man.
Why?
I'm just joking.
Oh.
Just want to see what you'd say. This setup, there's like a lot of little things on here. I don't.
I could tell.
So the camera's the same as the other camera. So $1,200 still for the camera. But like this is there's like a lot of things.
Is that like the perfect camera for that price range?
Well, I think for the price range, yes. But I know there's like a lot of Sony gang out there because Sony's awesome. And if I were to buy a camera today and like just or change up the setup or for whatever reason, if like money wasn't an issue and it was like time to do so, the Sony A7 III and A7 IV I think just came out is dope.
You guys have 3 of the same camera?
Hers is actually
Mine's technically different.
Oh.
So this one is a little bit better at like doing photography. It has a little bit better of like autofocus.
yeah.
But it's pretty much the same. It's a Lumix G9. G9, yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the one I carry around. I literally just carry it like this, my thing, and I'm simple. With
Nice. Yeah.
Now that the lens is very expensive on that one.
Yeah,
It's
but
dope
it's
though.
a very,
Worth
very nice
it.
lens.
How much?
How much is it?
We got that one on sale. It was $1,200.
Yeah.
But it's worth it, man. The glass is
The lens was 1,200.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
wow.
the lens.
Okay.
So actually, we bought the lens and we filmed a wedding with it and like loved it. But we're like, that's super expensive.
Yeah,
Like
we're
maybe
like-
we should return it. So we did. We returned the lens, and like then we started filming again, and I was like, I like really like that lens. So then we bought it again. So we ended up like
Nice.
rebuying it because it was just really good. And at first we were just like, oh, it's too expensive. Like maybe not worth it. But
Yeah.
I love this lens.
Nice.
Yeah. It kicks ass. Like when we were looking over the footage, I was like, babe, we should probably get that lens again. And we
Oh,
didn't
shit.
want to
Yeah.
because it's expensive and stupid, but we got it. But yeah, so this $1,200 for that. The battery grip's like probably another $40. Like it's like a battery grip top or bottom of the camera. The Sigma 18-35, which is I think this lens was $600. Then the adapter, because it's not native to this, is like $200. So to like get this lens onto this camera body, the middleman, that was $200. And then after that, everything else was like not as expensive. This is like a small rig handle. It like feels really good. I think it was like under $100. I think the boom mic, it's just like a Shure lens hopper. I don't actually even remember how much that was. We have like a variable ND filter, so like put sunglasses on your lens. Like check this out. So you see the lens right now inside. Can
Yeah.
you see it or no?
I see the lens.
Yeah.
You see like the bulb or whatever, like the
Allegedly. No, I see the lens.
So then watch it like disappear.
Oh, night mode.
Is that dope?
That is dope.
So it's a variable ND filter. It makes it like just dark. It's like putting sunglasses on your lens. I got it like in a pack for like $100. There's definitely nicer ones. And then like just all the like attachments. I don't know. It's like attachments and follow focus, and it's really cool. Like this was like my baby. This is still my baby. I still use it, but I do wish it had autofocus. So that's why it's a love-hate relationship, because everything I always have to manually, get it right. which
Wow.
could be intense on a wedding day. Like you're like wanting to get the shot, but now it's like second nature.
Nice.
It's helped having that because then you kind of appreciate the equipment a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like it's like artsy. But
Yeah.
it's cool. So that's that one. I don't know the total price. Whatever that was. Anybody that wants to do math.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. That was a lot of math. I got somewhere like 2,000 something.
Yeah. Well, oh shoot. And this monitor is like, I don't know. This is the Ninja Atomos 5. I don't know how much this is, but I feel like that was a little pricey. I think it was like,
But it took us like a long time to
Yeah.
get all this stuff. Like it
Yeah.
wasn't like we just like went and like spent like $10,000 on equipment. You know, like we
The slow
basically slowly used our gigs to pay for things. You know, so
yeah, because we've been buying equipment since 2018. So before we even
Yeah.
started filming, we were like, that's when we first got that wedding. Like, hey, would you film our wedding? And so we've slowly got little piece by piece. You know, we try to be, you know, good and pay things off.
yeah,
You know, credit cards.
try not to have any debt.
So, but yeah, I mean,
You mentioned a soundboard. How is the sound like captured?
so it could be captured like 4 different ways. So at a wedding, for instance, the camera itself can capture it. The boom mic you put on top for better, cleaner audio. Those are like with just the camera, and then we have like it's basically like a zoom. So I see you have this zoom.
The P4.
Yeah, see, that's nice. That I have like a version of that has only 2 inputs on the bottom, and that can operate as like either handheld audio, where you speak into it, or you can plug in like the XLR inputs, plug it into a DJ board. You know, we have a ton of different adapters, so we try to work with anything, and then whatever the DJ captures, we have that recorded as another backup.
Oh.
So say the minister is hooked up to the sound system, boom, we're hooked up too. We're getting the audio from that. A speech, you know, the best man says a speech. And then the 4th way we capture audio is actually have like a mic on the groom themselves. So it's like a little pocket Tascam 10R, I think, or something. And that goes on, and then you put the microphone like kind of hidden underneath their jacket, and that captures audio that way too. So we have like camera backups, DJ backup, you got the groom, whatever sounds the cleanest in the edit, you throw it in, you mix it up. If one failed, hopefully you have a backup of another and you're good.
Nice.
You know? So, but it's cool.
Nice.
Wow. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
All right, that's all the equipment.
Wow. Great conversation. All right.
Actually, I got one more question.
All right.
Do you have any like? Do you have any like? Because you guys basically like kind of like you didn't go to school. Like you basically learned like on YouTube or on the internet, or like who's somebody that you learned a lot from?
Yeah, YouTube is like A+.
Yeah.
Like I didn't go to school. You went to school for mass comm, but
Yeah, I did mass communications, but I never did like camera work. I only did integrated communications, which
Yeah.
was like public relations. But
so yeah, just YouTube. Like everyone's gonna say this, but Peter McKinnon is like
Yeah.
a really
I've
cool,
heard of him. Yeah.
So like that was like a good one, and then there's like Gerald Undone. I could just go like on and on for like different YouTubers.
Yeah.
It's like Everyday Dad. He like did cameras. Yeah. Anyway, just a bunch of different YouTubers, but that's where I learned. I literally got all my recommendations for what to buy from that. I met like Tyler, Tyler Shawn, like all the videographers in this town are like amazing. Like Michael Lance, Tyler Shawn, David Armenta. I know he's not doing wedding films, but he's still doing a ton of photos. He's like awesome. Like ton of great photographers. You know, I'm probably leaving just a bunch of people out, but we didn't really like connect a lot like to any of them when like getting what we wanted. So YouTube it's the money, man.
That is, yeah.
All the recommendations, that's where I figured out what to get, and we just rolled with it.
yep.
Right on.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Damn. Hell yeah, guys. Well, you guys want to shout yourself out to the camera so the people know where to follow you guys?
You go. You go
I'm
first.
shy.
I'm
Just
shy.
look right at the
We
camera.
just talked for like 2 hours.
Yeah, I know. I'm shy.
I'm shy of the camera. We are JSB Cinema. Our handles are just JSB Cinema. We have Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and TikTok, but we don't really use the TikTok.
Yeah, we got to get on that
Yeah,
TikTok
I'm
game.
trying to figure out TikTok a little more.
You guys got TikTok?
I do have TikTok.
You got TikTok?
Street Champs
I don't.
TikTok. Follow us on TikTok, Street Champs.
Dang.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I'll get TikTok. I still don't have it. And then yeah, you got everything right.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, at JSB Cinema, jsbcinema.com. If that's all you can remember, go to the website. It has all our socials linked, YouTube videos, and all that. Even a photo of our dog somewhere on there.
He's part of the team.
Yeah.
Need
Emotional
that.
support.
Awesome, guys.
Daniel?
All right, check out my YouTube, Daniel Ridgeway, on YouTube.
All right, y'all. JSB Cinema, Daniel Ridgeway, Street Champs. Come get put on. Peace.